begin. Welcome. Enjoy the next 5 minutes. The Doctor is very much played up to look like God. A boy is praying to be delivered from evil, and the Doctor answers the cry of a boy alien's heart. The Doctor's uncharacteristic fear. This development did lead us to the fun scene where he is trying to convince himself to open up the cupboard, but ruined by the fact that the Doctor, well, he's afraid of nothing. I mean, he's faced Daleks, a whole army of enemies, and the Pandorica opens, and even himself and Amy's choice. Come on, Doctor, this is just a cupboard with animated toys. Just don't let them touch you, or else your performance will become very wooden. I can buy that the boy has powers to even lock the scary sound of a lift in the closet, but why would Amy and Rory be transported into the doll's house? I mean, if the boy had wished the actual lift into the doll's house, well, I would accept that, but there was no lift, just the noise that it makes. Not convinced either that Dad would quickly accept the boy. Had to happen, though, for the story to be resolved. Nice lesson about the power of acceptance and love and facing your own fears, although the facing your fears thing didn't seem to work. The closet idea, the place where we put things you are frightened of in. The dolls, they were creepy, and I liked the dollhouse idea, but why does the boy have a doll's house? Let's just put that down to his alienness, shall we? Regarding direction work, I loved one of Richard Clark's transitions. It was the slide between George and his room and the old lady in the scene where she gets swallowed up. The darkness in George's room becomes the side of the garbage bin. It was very, very nice. And absolutely fabulous that the nearly all-knowing Doctor, an alien of supreme intellect, gives up completing a Rubik's Cube. I like that the apartments all look the same, very regimented, organised, patterned, but there is one apartment in all of this unity that is not the same as everything else. BBC on telly was fun. I enjoyed that more than I did the Doctor being on telly in The Impossible Astronaut. I would quite like the 11th Doctor's jammy dodgers to become like the 4th Doctor's jelly babies. It's just no other writer has seemed to take up Mark Gatiss' idea. But having said that, if he does actually become the showrunner after Moffat, he can bring that in any time he wants. Purcell complains that Bergerac is, 30 years old? And here we are watching a show 2 decades older. A nice play, Gatiss. Pretty average, really. I did like the twist. The toys aren't alien, it's the boy. The idea that George has put up one big psycho paper I thought was alright. Some fans didn't like it. But really, the idea isn't new. This episode has been referred to as a remake of Fair Her. I don't remember much about it. On ideas not being new, I can't expect to have something entirely new. Surely everything under the sun has been explored story-wise. Ending on a more appreciative note, though, I will say, Mark, that I enjoyed your writing of our 3 heroes asking the 3 residents if anything was wrong. I laughed most at the Doctor's and Mrs. Rossetta's exchange, and then Rory and Purcell's. "You could be anyone," says the old lady. "I could be, but I'm not. I'm the Doctor." Loved it. That line would get him in most places, but not Rossetta's. Another note on the script. Mark cleverly gives us lots of pointers to Amy and Rory being stuck in a doll's house, and I picked up on absolutely none of it. Mark Gatiss's script presented something that Murray hadn't played around musically for a while, so I expect he probably enjoyed it. In one of the later scenes, I loved Gold's nod to German expressionism through his music, and I wonder if Gold intentionally used this as a link to the peg dolls of Germany that these Night Terror dolls are apparently based on. Just a thought. I'll always enjoy Darwell. I really like his Rory. Now he's really warmed to the part, and it's always looking good. Layla Hoffman's Mrs. Rosetta, she was fun, and the boy Jamie Oren, he didn't have a lot to say, but he played terrified fairly convincingly. Today we're going to the scariest place in the universe, a child's bedroom. Now, the only time I remember ever getting scared, really scared in my room, was when I heard something come through my bedroom window in the dark. I thought it was a possum. It turned out to be our fluffy black cat, Cuddles. And I loved Rory's line, "Oh, we're dead. The lid fell and we're dead. Again!" I really did want a standalone episode. I just wish it was better. But it certainly beats Curse of the Black Spot hands down. Bring on more standalone episodes, I say. New Who Season 6's Episode 9, Night Terrors, gets a Sylvester McCoy. Thanks for watching. In one of the latter scenes, I loved Gold's nod to German expressionism through his music, and I did wonder if this was an intentional link used to... why can't I say this right?